Would you like to know how to use YouTube for B2B marketing? If you think that YouTube can't be used for B2B marketing, you're not alone. Most businesses believe that their audience is only on LinkedIn, or they think that their industry is too niche for YouTube to work. But what if that belief is costing you an amazing source of lead generation? In this episode, we'll explore how you can actually leverage YouTube for amazing B2B lead generation and get in front of decision makers. You're going to learn why YouTube might be the most overlooked lead source for your business. Let's dive right in. So let's address a few myths about this. Myth number one: our B2B clients don't use YouTube to find services. Well, when a client is looking for a service, they're probably not using YouTube, so they're right, but that's not how I want you to use YouTube anyway. Your services are listed on your website. You've got promo videos there, you've got a lot of amazing copy around that talking about your services. And what people traditionally do is they do paid ads to send people to these promo pages or see the promo videos. But that's disruptive, right? It's interruptive marketing. They're wanting to watch or consume some other type of content, but you're interrupting them and making them watch this. A lot of times they see if they can skip ahead. So that's what people are doing, and that's not what I want you to do on YouTube. So instead, we're going to split things into two steps. Promo videos are still important, but step one is content that builds a relationship. There's such a good way to do this on YouTube, and it definitely works for B2B. Okay, so here's how you do it. You do research to find the questions that people are asking on Google and YouTube. Nowadays, people are being way more specific with their searches. If you go back a decade or two ago, you would find that people are typing in 2 or 3 words into their search. But today, it's very common for people to type in 10 words or something like that. The more words that people type in, the more specific results they get. That's why they do it. But it gives us a lot more information. We know if they're a consumer or if they're a business owner. We know if they're a beginner or if they're more advanced. And we know specific details about them depending on the specific question. If they use an acronym, it can let us know how savvy are they in this space. So when you do keyword research, you're going to find a lot of B2C questions, but you're also going to find B2B questions. And so specifically for you, you're going to just ignore all the B2C questions and focus on all the B2B questions. Would you like to see some examples? I use Google spreadsheets to organize all of my topics, and so I'm just going to show you a few snapshots here. So I found, here's some questions people are asking about vacation rental businesses, right? If you have a question that has the word business in it, that's usually a pretty good indicator that it's B2B. Here's a couple more that are obvious. We've got price coaching. Let's see, make money online business. That one's another one that has business in it. They're wanting to make money online. Let's see, life coach business, how to start a business. So this isn't people that are looking for coaching, but they're business owners, like how to get clients for a life coaching business or how to build a successful life coaching business. So here's another one. All these questions have market and measure. So how to measure market size or marketing success or marketing ROI or how to measure content marketing, right? So just because of the topic, you know that these aren't consumers, these are generally business owners that are doing marketing. Or any questions about a CRM, how to build a CRM, how to do it in Excel or SharePoint, or how to build the software, or implementation. You know, why CRM implementations fail. So it's business owners that are using CRM, so any questions about CRMs are going to be B2B. There's tons of questions about sales funnels. That would obviously be for businesses. Sales pipeline, another example. You know, my business is B2B, and I generate leads through it through topics like this, a YouTube business channel, or advertising a small business online. Let me introduce you to Chad Littlefield. He is B2B. And all of the videos here, like he does team building, it's icebreakers or questions or conversation starters in a business environment, or how to have meetings be more engaging. Another example I could share is Jason Schroeder. We just crossed 40,000 subscribers on the channel, but his business provides consulting to construction businesses and construction professionals. So you'll see a lot of videos here. These are all B2B. Myth number 2, our audience is on LinkedIn, not YouTube. Now, LinkedIn is a great B2B space. I really like LinkedIn. Lead generation there is harder. It's becoming more spammy, but it is a social platform, and YouTube doesn't have a social component, so you can use that to its advantage if you're good at posting content and having people engage with your content, and if you're good at engaging with other people's content or your ideal prospects' content. They also have good tools for marketers so you can target specific businesses and things like that. So if you are generating leads on LinkedIn, keep doing it. The more successful you are on LinkedIn, then I believe the more successful you can also be on YouTube. The huge disadvantage of LinkedIn is there is no content search engine. So you cannot be known for your subject matter. You can post articles, you can post your content, but it's only your connections who are going to see it. And you might be thinking, well, what if something goes viral? Well, yeah, if it goes viral, it's much better to go viral on LinkedIn than on Facebook, or even better to go viral on YouTube, because viral on LinkedIn, you know it's pretty much all B2B. But still, virality is very unpredictable and it's hard to control where it goes. All of LinkedIn is not your target audience. It's a very narrow segment of LinkedIn that is your target audience. That means it's appealing to everyone on LinkedIn. Myth number 3, YouTube isn't worth it for niche industries. Well, I'll just debunk that myth by saying the opposite. Niche industries are actually the easiest to turn into lead generation. What types of videos should I make to attract other businesses? Okay, so I showed you a lot of those questions that are being asked by businesses. So when you do keyword research and you hone in and you find the questions that your target audience is asking, the businesses that you work with, the best content you can make is content that directly answers that question. And the exciting thing is, you've done the hard part. You've done the keyword research. You found those questions. So then you make a video answering that question, and you don't have to pay to promote it. You don't have to get a whole bunch of likes or convince your friends. You don't have to do any of that. You just put that video on YouTube, and because you've made content that people are searching for, you will just automatically start to get views. Now, don't expect the video to go viral, because that topic might only have 20 searches on average per month. But over the next month, you can expect to get 20 views from search. The next month, another 20 views. The next month, it'll be higher than that because YouTube has figured out who the audience is for your video. So the best way to attract B2B clients is to make videos that answer their questions. Should I use YouTube as part of our sales process or just for branding? Yeah, this is often confusing for people because they know how important promo videos are, but when they put a promo video on YouTube, those videos always tank. So do you just do things for branding? Do you just try and get views and make cute kitten videos so that you can get a lot of views? Does that help your branding? Well, a much more strategic approach would be to follow a 2-step marketing process. Build a relationship, then promote, okay? So these videos that build a relationship, those are the ones that answer the questions. In these videos, you're not promoting anything. You're not promoting yourself, your company. You don't even need to mention your company's name. You don't use your business logo, and you don't talk about your services. You just focus on answering their questions. When they get to the end of the video, you're going to have a simple call to action. So maybe they've spent 10 minutes with you in this episode, and now they like you and they trust you because you've helped them and you've given them really helpful information answering their question. You offer them a free gift. Something like, hey, now that you understand the answer to this question, I've got a free gift that's going to help you implement it. So it might be a PDF download, or it could be a mini course, or a free plus shipping book, or a webinar invite that goes into a lot more depth. So for them to get that free gift, now they leave YouTube and they go to your website, and they're going to see your promo videos. They're going to explore around and see what services you offer, and they're there by choice, so they don't feel like they're being sold to. There's already a relationship there. They want to know what you have to offer. How do I target decision makers and not just general audiences? Well, this one's pretty cool. In most advertising campaigns, you're pushing stuff out. You're interrupting people, or you're putting things in their face. Like even on a billboard, you're forcing people who drive by to watch it, right? And when you finally get contact information or something, you're reaching out, you're calling on the phone, and you get the gatekeeper. You're not talking to the decision maker. So there's all these barriers to get through before you can actually reach that person. But instead of doing push marketing, you're kind of attracting them, you're pulling them in. So you're making content that these people are searching for. And when they become a lead, and when you actually have a conversation because they scheduled a call with you, guess who's on the phone? It's the decision maker, and you didn't have to do anything to get around a gatekeeper. What kind of CTAs work best for B2B YouTube videos? So we're talking about calls to action, and there's 2 calls to action that I recommend that you have at the end of a video. And you're only going to pick 1 per video, but there's 2 different directions that I generally will recommend that you go. So direction number 1 is to recommend another video on your channel. And call to action number 2 is to give away that free gift that we already talked about. So when they get a free gift, they have to leave YouTube. YouTube doesn't necessarily like that, but it's really valuable for you. If they leave YouTube and go to your landing page, they're going to become a lead. They only have to do that once. Now, if you have a video that recommends that they go watch another video on your channel, YouTube loves that. YouTube will reward you for that. So it's a good balance to have some videos recommending other videos and some videos that generate leads for your business. Now, you might have a core video that's a good lead generator and have a lot of other videos that recommend, hey, now go watch this video next. So I'll demonstrate how that works because I have created another video that I think you're gonna love. It's called YouTube SEO Secret Strategy. Now, the reason that I suggest you go watch that video next is I teach you how to get your videos ranking at the top of YouTube. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels. Each of them has hundreds and hundreds of videos ranking at the top of YouTube, and these are massive lead generators. Some of the channels I produce are 8-figure generators for their business just from YouTube leads. If you want to see behind the scenes how that strategy works, go watch that video now, YouTube SEO Secret Strategy.